The major offseason moves have been done. The draft has come and gone, and now the Cowboys are getting ready for a new beginning for the 2022 NFL season. Sure, talent acquisition is 365 days a year, and as the Cowboys front office likes to say, but with the 2022 NFL draft now officially in the rearview mirror, the roster that's about to work through the OTAs is the one that will open up the season in September, with perhaps one or two exceptions. That's one interesting thought, though, because there are several roles within this team that don't look settled, at least not yet. Let's take a closer look at the Cowboys' slot receiver position and what they need to do in order to fill it, or who is a possible contender to possibly fill that slot. As the NFL has shifted to a more pass-centric style, the three receiver set featuring a slot receiver has become a commonplace around the league. The Cowboys are no different. They played 811 snaps in 11 personnel sets last season, the sixth most in the league, and 67% of their total offensive snaps. The group offensively featured Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and either Michael Gallup when healthy or super sub Cedric Wilson. That dynamic must change this season. Cooper is now with the Cleveland Browns, Wilson is now with the Miami Dolphins, and Gallup had ACL surgery this past February and might not be ready for the start of the season. With wide receiver CeeDee Lamb expected to move into Cooper's flanker spot and Cooper and Wilson no longer on the roster, there's clearly an opening for slot snaps when the Cowboys go three wide. Gallup, who signed a new 5-year contract in March, has mostly been an outside receiver, but did get some work in the slot during training camp. Brown hasn't played much there either. Last year's 5th-round pick, Simi Fehoko, played some slot at Stanford University and will compete for a roster spot again. After playing only 7 snaps on offense as a rookie, it's quite possible that the role will get filled at least partially by someone new to the roster. But then again, we can also think who else is in this roster that can play multiple positions. I know the Cowboys have thought about Deebo Samuel, and he would be a luxury to have. But Deebo wants to be the highest paid wide receiver in the entire NFL. Cowboy fans, the team are forgetting they have a guy who can possibly fill that slot. And think about it, during OTAs, his name has come up. I'm talking about Tony Pollard, as many have clamored, should be utilized more on offense. Obviously, the Cowboys prefer to have Ezekiel Elliott serve as the team's top running back, but there are other ways to use Pollard effectively, like out of the slot. Just one example, and like we've been talking this entire time. It appears that the Cowboys are finally getting hip to this idea. That is how they opened up. Over the past few seasons, some fans have been begging the Dallas Cowboys to get the running back Tony Pollard more involved in the offense, and he seemingly provided a little more juice than former star running back Ezekiel Elliott when he's in the game. However, the Cowboys have limited Pollard's touches while giving Elliott the bulk of the workload. Why go out and search for another wide receiver when you have a man like Tony Pollard that you can convert and have him become your own Deebo Samuel on offense? Think about that. Pollard off the slot, and Pollard also playing running back.